Welcome back to On Base Live in your Bleacher Report app. I am your host, Mookie Betts, and today we have a 2024 All-Star, the first Padres rookie to ever make an All-Star game, or I guess, rookie to ever make an All-Star game, and a 2024 Silver Slugger, Mr. Jackson Merrill. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, bro. You know, it's crazy to see you come up and just see how young you are, bro. Like, golly, I remember being that young. And we'll talk a little more about that because I got 10 years on you, bro.
I know.
10 years of age. I remember sitting in your seat and remember when somebody else was 10 years older than me, and I looked at him, I'm like, man, he's old, and now you're saying that about me, dude. Golly, that's crazy.
Dude, my whole team is the same way.
yeah. So I don't feel too bad. So, all right, so I want to start off by playing a game called On Base, Off Base. It's whether you're in or out. All right. Denzel Clarke's catch last night is the catch of the year.
Oof. I think it was nasty, but I'm out because Victor Robles sacrificed his whole life for that catch in San Fran. Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
We gotta dude.
That's a nasty.
That's
catch
insane.
Right there.
That was insane.
That's a nasty catch right there.
And he said like 3 of those.
I know, which is crazy.
3 already. He's been here for
like
8
to
games.
have that many opportunities. Because I remember playing the outfield and it's like, man, I remember seeing these catches, and I'm like, man, I don't ever really get the opportunity to go rob a ball like that. You know, he's gotten 3, and you know, he's made them all. I mean,
he's
shout
going
out
nuts.
to him. So like, take me through that because I've never done anything like that, and you know, I mean, I wouldn't even try to do nothing.
Hey, bro,
like
me
that.
neither.
Take me through that. So what is he thinking right there? Like as the ball's going up.
I don't know what he's thinking. I always get scared to do that because you seen the Marcelo Ozuna clip where he jumps on the wall
when he came,
and then it comes right back down in front of him. I don't want to get up there and be like, oh no.
And I forgot that you're still like relatively young to the outfield too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
This is all, which we'll talk about later. I want to get into that. I want to keep.
We need to see that Victor Robles catch if you haven't seen it.
Can we see if we can pull that up at some point throughout the podcast, please? So do you if someone robs your homer or X, Y, and Z, do you feel like you gotta shout them out? Or not shout them out, but like salute.
Yeah.
You do salute
for sure. Yeah, I've had it happen a couple of times. Victor Scott, the Cardinals.
Yep.
He robbed me. I played him in the minors a bunch, so
I
gave him a little tip.
Okay, yeah.
And then Mike Harris, dude, I hit the same ball 2 days in a row, and he dove and caught it 2 days in a row.
Okay, so you gave him a little. See, us coming up, man. You would get a couple people doing that, but I feel like I had like Dustin Pedroia in my clubhouse, and if I decided to give someone a shout out saying "good catch," he would rip my face off, dude, if I did that.
So we've been playing, going through this little like rough stretch. Like teams kind of like learn how to score runs, but DP sent me a video yesterday, and it's the funniest video I've ever watched. Yeah. It is so funny, but he was my favorite player growing up.
Oh,
so
yeah, okay,
so hot-headed, ready to go.
Yeah, but it fired you up. And you knew when you were on his squad. Oh, that one. Oh,
dude,
okay.
Yeah, he like inverted.
Yeah, he was hurt. Did he get hurt from that?
Yeah, he's still out.
Oh, wow. See, that's why I'm glad I play short again, because I don't have to worry about that.
I miss it so much.
Yeah, it is.
But center's fun. Center's better than right. I'll give you center's fun.
I don't know about that, dog. Look, listen. I enjoy right field. I felt like right field was the perfect amount of boring.
Okay.
But it had a little action mixed in as well.
I feel you.
And so center has a lot. It's just like all action. You haven't got bored out there. You'll.
I know. No, I feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you feel it right from short to there, and you're standing there, and you ain't as like super engaged. It's definitely a different vibe.
And then it's even less than right.
Oof.
So I go out there. I'm taking batting practice, and you know how you can take mental batting practice in right field, and then a ball comes and you'll catch it, whatever, and then. But anyways, it's short. No, you cannot do that in center. You can't really do that. But let's get to the next point, because I do want to talk about all that. Eye black elevates your game.
Oof. I feel like swag elevates your game.
So you're in on that.
You're feeling good. Yeah, I'm in on that.
So you guys have a lot of eye black guys.
We do, yes.
And so do y'all go through a lot of sticks? Because y'all put a lot on. There's a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, it looks great, but there's just still a lot.
See, for me, when I go in the training room, the 3 same sticks are sitting there always. So like they might replace them every now and then, but they're always there. So
I mean, is it like war paint for you?
I would say it just like kind of fires you up, like you're going to play.
So it's not for you to actually block the sun or anything.
I've never used it like that. Have you used it for that reason?
I wore it and it was strictly a swag item for me. Yes.
Right. Yeah. That's what I always thought. But some people use it for the sun. I don't even know how that works.
It's like I seen Acuna and some other guys. They wear like stickers right there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, maybe they don't want to put the eye black on their face, but they still want the swag. They got the best of both worlds. Because that's the original reason why I stopped wearing eye black, is because I just got tired of taking it off, and then I felt like my cheeks and stuff started getting black because you're putting it on, taking it off every day. Your face gets so dirty, you're sliding and all the other stuff. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to keep having to take it off. So I guess it was pure laziness.
And dude, this sunburns me sometimes.
Oh, really?
Like one time I put triangles on my face and I put sunscreen on, but I guess the black enhances it. So I had like big red triangles on my face for a few days.
So you make art on your face?
Sometimes.
So what's your favorite?
I like going like a reverse 7. Just
reverse 7. Does that have a meaning or anything?
No, I just kind of like how it is. I think Bryce Harper used to do it when he was younger.
Okay.
But for me, I just like to do it. Sometimes I'll just smear it and let it go.
With your fingers.
But I always mess it up anyway. I always gotta like itch my eye during the game.
Okay,
and I'll mess it up.
I
think I'm just gonna start doing lines.
So Miggy Rowe does it, and when he puts it on, he has his process is like elite. He takes the stick, and he puts it on the stick, and then he just paints it on, and it looks great. He's the first person I've ever seen do that. So you guys
seem like you got good people all over that clubhouse. Like every time I talk to any of you guys on the bases, it's like,
speaking of,
it's nice. It's nice.
Hello. Next point. Freddie Freeman is the chattiest first baseman in the league. Are you in or out on that?
Ooh, I would say yeah. I mean, he talks the most, which is good. He's one of the nicest there is. I give Matt Olson up there too. Matt Olson talks.
Yeah, Matty does talk.
He talks and he's a nice guy. Then
do you like that, or do you not like?
I do like it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I like that. I like how there's like there's a friend vibe, but on a different team.
Being as short, not getting to actually talk to people. You do have to have the balance of in the middle of the game. They're their opponent. You don't want to talk too much, but it's also like there's only 750 of us.
Yeah.
And like we're all brothers.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna just say what up to you, how you doing, how's your fam, X, Y, and Z. We don't have to have a full blown conversation, but it is something that we're essentially kind of going through life together right now, and so nobody can appreciate what we go through and understand what we go through better than us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and
that's why
we don't have it that bad at all.
No,
it's different. It's different for sure.
Yeah, it's different. You know what I'm saying? All right. So last thing, San Diego Stadium has the best food in the MLB.
Like the stadium, like concourse and stuff.
Yeah. And you probably have you been to all the stadiums yet?
No,
not yet?
I've probably been to like 20.
Okay, so you got a little while to go. I'll answer this. I would say I'm off base because I do believe New York, the Mets have good.
In the stands?
In the stands. I think they have really good. Now, this is not the clubhouse.
No, yeah.
But the stands. San Diego,
they have variety.
It's dope up there. And I really got to experience it during COVID when we got to go up there and see, because our food room wasn't in the clubhouse, it was upstairs, and so we had to go upstairs, and we got to really kind of see the stadium now because we never get to go upstairs. And
did you ever play basketball up there on the San Diego concourse?
I've only been to one spot in that stadium, and that was just to go eat and then go back down. When we go to the stadium, we're there for work, so we don't really get to.
Don't need to mess around.
We don't really mess around too much. So,
but the food there is crazy. You can go from like tacos to dumplings to pizza.
Everything.
Like it's kind of got everything. So.
And Dodger Stadium, I wonder if Dodger Stadium is good now, and it's changed so much since when I got here to obviously Shohei.
Yeah.
Now the Japanese and all. I mean, the whole thing is revamped, so I'm sure it's good. I haven't tried it.
I was there last year, Game 2 World Series.
Yeah,
I was there, so I got a Dodger dog. It was all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Okay. All right, so switching gears, y'all team playing got a flat tire? Tell me about that. Like, how does Like there's nails on the runway?
I mean, I don't know how we did it, but taking off from San Fran, we were a little wobbly. We were like, all right, whatever. When we landed in Milwaukee, it was a hard landing. So
Oh,
like, all right,
okay.
something might be up. But that day, 12 o'clock game. Never seen it.
Y'all played a 12 o'clock game?
We had a 12 o'clock game in Milwaukee. So we get to the airport at like 4:30, 5. We didn't take off till like 9, waiting for this tire.
Oh, wow.
Dude, it was crazy.
So y'all were playing...
Yeah, we played some bottle cap baseball.
Yeah, so who decided to play that?
We were kind of messing around kind of like hacky sack, but with a bottle cap.
Okay.
And then we're like, all right, screw it, let's play baseball. So we split up into 2 teams, and you're just like...
It's crazy. We just can't get enough of baseball, huh?
Yeah, I mean... That wasn't my idea.
It's all good.
I was trying to pass time. It was a long one.
So were the pitchers playing too?
Yeah.
They were hitting it. I'm assuming they were hitting it.
Joe hit a homer in that video.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. There was a helicopter doing like show rides, I guess, across Milwaukee.
Okay.
And kept taking off and going like right next to us and coming back.
Okay.
And Joe hit this bottle cap and it goes like in the path. So we go to pick it up and this woman started yelling at us.
Oh, really?
All this commotion.
Oh, really?
Stop.
So y'all obviously you had fun and you made light of, I mean, I feel like those delays and all this type of things, although they do suck, they're great for like team bonding.
Fantastic.
It's who else would you want to be, in a random city at 2 o'clock in the morning, can't take off, got a game the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like who else would you want to do it with than your brothers? You know what I'm saying? And so.
And those guys make it fun too. Nobody complained.
Nobody
complained at all.
Yep.
Obviously, you get in there and people are like, "What are we doing? Like this is ridiculous."
Yeah,
but
for sure.
After we kind of saw it and accepted it, no complaints.
Everybody's cool. I do want to ask you about this, man. Our rivalry. First of all, do you believe that there can be more than one rivalry? Like, can you have more than one rivalry?
Like, can your team have more than one rivalry?
Yeah, can your team? Or is it only just one?
In my opinion, I feel like if it's just one, it's better.
If it's just one, it's better.
If you have one rival and you're also their one rival,
yeah,
like then you guys fight at it more than anybody.
But if you have multiple, then it. Like,
I'd say you're just like for example, where I went to high school, we were everybody's rival.
Oh, okay.
Nobody really liked our high school. We were just kind of like we want to beat you. We want to beat you guys. So like I feel like you and like us now, especially this year, like everybody's coming after us no matter who it is. But no, our rivalry is sick.
I feel like it is, man. And there's been a lot of people say like, no, the Dodgers-Giants rivalry is a thing, and
because that's how it used to be. No,
that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
That's how it's always been, really. And as I can only speak from my experience here. The Padres have always been good since I've been here, and it's been like, but the Giants have as well. I ain't gonna say all. No, they've had some really good teams because Posey was there, and they had some really good teams actually. So the rivalry, I guess, it's hard to say because for me it's like it's really both of y'all. Like the Giants always play us tough. They always find a way, just like you guys do.
Yeah.
It just looks different. You guys have a bunch of stars and X, Y, and Z, and the Giants went through a little phase, and now they got guys there as well. And so, but like when I think of it, our rivalry reminds me of the Boston and the
does it feel like that, Yankees, or does it feel more?
It feels.
Because I feel like I was a Red Sox fan growing up.
Yeah.
So watching it felt like that was more like blood. Like we're coming after you.
Yeah.
Or else it just feels like we want to like win the baseball game.
Yeah.
But like we said, we talk to each other on the bases.
Yeah,
we're cool.
Yeah.
I feel like the Boston New York one is like
if you talk to someone on the base, you couldn't talk to anybody. There was a lot like throwing at them, throwing at guys, and fights and all this other stuff. I don't feel like that goes on. I feel like ours is like a rivalry of clean, good baseball.
Strictly to win.
Yeah.
Strictly baseball.
We're going to hit you in the mouth. I don't care who's pitching. You're going to hit us in the mouth. We don't care who's pitching.
It's every game, dude.
It's every game, bro. Somebody will be cruising all the time, and then it doesn't matter. Like
somebody's going to hit.
Somebody's going to hit. It is what it is. And it could be just familiarity. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm even going through playoffs, like it just amplifies so much more. And but even like yesterday, that was the first time we played each other, and it felt like
it was insane. Our stadium had not been like that all year, I would say. Like the Let's Go Padres chants, like you get them in corners,
Yep.
But yesterday, the entire stadium doing that, we haven't had that this year.
Yeah,
so
and
you can tell.
that's the beauty of it. That's what makes it fun. And we know when we go into Petco Park, I mean, it's gonna be a hostile environment.
It's gonna be sick next week too. Like we go to you guys.
Yeah,
same way.
It's gonna be a hostile environment.
Hostile.
And speaking of, through the playoffs, like I remember going in, I'm like, man, dude, we're playing in Petco. Like these boys, they raw, they gonna come at us. Like I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna play out. You have to figure out a way to like quiet the noise, but it's impossible to quiet the noise because it's, you know what I'm saying. And so, tell me about your experience with the playoffs last year, bro.
I thought it was so fun.
Yeah,
especially our series. Like Brave series was sick. It was so loud, and I was like, I don't know how it's gonna get beat. And then first game at y'all's place, second game at y'all's place, it was so like, this isn't even close. We're even close.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
The playoffs for us was so funny. Like we had Profar being a clown out there just having fun, and he's the man, dude.
Yeah, I already know. He's an awesome dude. He's an awesome dude. Once he takes that field, though, he becomes a different person in a very positive way. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he wants to win the game. Like he's super competitive. You know what I'm saying? And you hit a homer there. What was going through your mind in that situation when you hit the homer?
I black out. You know what I'm saying?
It just kind of happened.
Yeah, you black out. But Pro like robs your homer in game 2.
Yep.
And I was like, this guy is like, we're asking for it right now. This is hilarious. And then game 4, I think, or game 3. No, game 3 at our place.
It was back to back.
The same ball.
Yeah, same ball.
I was like, he's not doing it again, is he?
I was so hurt. I was like, man, this dude. Because it was like when he caught it the first time, it kind of gave you energy. And not like crazy amount of X, Y, and Z, but it was like, ooh, good play. Like we dodged a bullet. But then to see it go over the next time was like, it hurts a little bit, you know. And so because we get a point right there
for sure.
And so it changes the feel of the game, and you know that was crazy, man.
I thought it was funny the first one when he caught it. You were like rounding, and then when you saw he had it, you're like, oh man. Yeah. And then the second one, you were like in the dugout almost.
I was all the way off.
So I'm in center, like looking at you, almost in the dugout, and then like, nah, Homer. I'm yelling at Pro, like, hey, out of the baseline, bro. Like,
I was way out. I was crossing past the pitcher's mound, and I thought they were gonna call me out, just because I had never done that before. You know, I've gotten robbed, but never ran
like gone off the field.
Yeah, going off the field or whatever. And so, man, I was so hurt. I was so hurt. So
it was more hurtful in the playoffs, though.
It is.
Like especially our playoff. Our series was unreal.
Because it's so hard. Games. It's so hard. It's so hard, especially when they know you, you know them. I mean, you just have this pure rivalry. You just know, like.
Yeah, and we had good games all season too.
All season.
Like I feel like every game we might have had 2 games that were like you guys beat us bad or we beat you bad. But other than that, they were like 1,
every
2
game is
games.
right there. You know what I'm saying? And so tell me about your second season this year. Like going into it, was there something that you felt like you wanted to change or get better at, or whatever it is?
Yeah, I wanted to walk more. That was my.
You wanted to walk more.
Walk a little more.
Why do you want to walk more?
My ability in baseball is hitting. Like I like to hit, I like to swing. That's me. I'm not a walker. I'm a hitter. But there's also a point in time like people will figure out you're gonna swing, so they're gonna throw balls everywhere. And that's what's been happening recently. So,
and you don't think you'll take them?
Sometimes it's just like I'm in auto swing mode. Like I hit in the cage all day on the field. I feel great, and I'm like, let's go use this swing. And you get out there, and it's like, oh, swinging at balls. So recently, I've been honing it in more, trying to shrink that zone down, get balls more in the middle.
Well, you will, man. I mean, I think being that I guess I'm your elder, my only advice to that is just kind of let it naturally happen, bro. Don't try and set out yourself to walk more, because essentially you're hitting what, 4th?
Yeah. It just depends.
And it's not really like your job to do a whole bunch of walking. Your job is to drive the ball. Like, so
I think it's more so not trying to walk more, but more so trying to wait for a better pitch to drive.
Maybe you can work on your approach or whatever. Yeah. Yes. So I just don't want you to.
The approach is always the same. Like up the middle, over shortstop.
And that will change. I mean, this is only your second year. Like,
exactly.
Mine has changed so much, throughout these years. But my advice would be just to let it naturally change, bro. Yeah. Just let it naturally change. You don't have to try and do this or try and do that.
Every time you try and force something, it just doesn't. It doesn't go the right
work.
way.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And so, if you want to walk more, I'm not gonna say walk more. Work on your approach. Then maybe find ways to do that mentally. But going out there, I think you do just fine, bro. I mean, I think you and I think me and everybody else in the league would rather you walk more. You know what I'm saying? So then you swing the bat because you
just
do so much
more
damage.
Selective. Be more selective.
Yeah. Which
not
is going to obviously
walking.
Yep. That's going to be and you being more selective will definitely in turn help you in a lot of positive ways. So
100%.
That'll be good. I do want to go back to a little bit of your journey, bro, when you were younger. It says you're from Baltimore. Where are you from?
Where
are you from?
I'm originally from Pasadena, Maryland. That's where I grew up.
Pasadena, Maryland?
Pasadena.
Oh, there's two. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Not the same Pasadena, bro. Not at all. But it's like 15 minutes from Baltimore.
Okay.
So I just kind of, I take the Baltimore role as me.
Okay. All right. So you just, if somebody says I'm from Baltimore or you're from Baltimore, you just roll with it.
Yeah,
you don't
like
claim
Gavin
Pasadena.
Gavin Sheets, he's like 25, 30 minutes north of Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
He'll be like, I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore, bro.
He claiming Baltimore, bro. Okay. It was neat. There, the chants yesterday. When he gets up, what did they say? Like, oh, my sheets or something?
Holy sheets.
Holy sheets. Yeah. Holy sheets.
We got shirts, too. We got shirts,
oh, really?
too.
That's cool.
He's the man. Gavin's the man. It's fun to see him on our team, too.
Yeah.
The White Sox had a rough year last year.
Yeah,
and, he got at least them, but he's come here. He's been a super good vibe. Good
yeah.
dude, so.
It seems like it would be hard to play in a situation like that. And, how can you show up to work every day knowing that?
Tough. Did you have any seasons in Boston like that?
No, I've never been a part of a season like that.
That's why I can't remember any seasons where it was like that low.
No, not never. Boston.
There's something happened like that in Boston.
Yeah, I don't even know if they would. Yeah. Okay, so it says, what sports did you play growing up?
I played soccer and basketball.
Soccer.
Yeah. I wasn't big enough to play football. I was a pretty small kid.
It says you were 5'5" when your freshman year.
I was tiny.
You were tiny.
Yeah.
5'5" your freshman year, and you were playing soccer your freshman year?
Yes.
So you played soccer all through high school?
I played soccer freshman, sophomore year, and then I stopped just to play baseball.
Just to play baseball? You didn't want to hoop or nothing?
I played basketball still, yeah. But my junior year of high school was COVID. So we lost that whole baseball season and everything.
You lost all that?
Yeah.
And so then did you go back for another junior year?
No, we did online the rest of junior year and then online half senior year and
so you only get to play like 2.5 years of sports in high school?
Pretty much. Freshman year I was JV baseball. I wasn't big, so
for sure.
Hard. Sophomore year varsity, junior year canceled, and then senior year we had like 15 games.
And then during those 15 games, like what?
It was great. Maryland pitching, I'm facing 65.
65.
I got videos. I got like a fastball coming in, and you can see it in the video go like this. It was like 15 games, like 14 homers. So it was stupid stats. Okay. Yeah, that was the reason I was here. I credit COVID for me being here. Like go to the gym, get bigger, get better. And then 15 games, you're facing that pitching. Like it's kind of hard to get out.
Okay, so then you get drafted, right? So what teams were really in on you?
Padres the first team, actually.
Oh, they were? Okay.
Yeah. And then Yankees, Tigers, and Royals.
Oh, nice.
The other three that were kind of
what's crazy is the Padres were actually the team that was most in on me.
Oh.
And they, I remember, I will never forget, I remember thinking that I was going to be a Padre. And I remember the scout. I remember everything about it. I remember multiple days meeting this guy. I mean, I remember having just a special workout, just hitting BP. And I'm like, I'm Padres. This is it. And then come draft day, obviously, things changed. But yeah, it's wild that.
I feel the Red Sox is all right though.
Yeah, it worked out. It worked out. So you get drafted, and tell me about your minor league experience because it was quick.
Yeah, it was quick. Really didn't play whole much first year. I got hurt, broke my wrist early in the year, so. Kind of played like half that season. Second season, went to the Midwest League, and that league is brutal. That is the most like brutal baseball. It's cold, high A. So I was there half the year, and then went to Double A, and then after that, spring training up here.
And then you got here, and then when you got here, I guess how quick were the talks for the extension?
So we had some like when I was still in the minors.
Oh, nice.
Nothing crazy.
That's how you know you nasty. Do you know you're nasty? You getting extension offers in the minors, bro?
It wasn't like crazy, like official offer. It was just like talks between them and my agent. And then I went to high and actually like slumped for like a month. So after that, I kind of put my head down, didn't think about it.
Okay.
Just went after it. Last year there wasn't anything crazy, but this year it went really fast, like spring training, and then kind of first week of the season got it done. That was all.
And what made you? Because you haven't really. I guess you don't really know anything else. What made you want to be a Padre?
I like the people here, and you look around. Manny's here for 10 more years. Mm-hmm. Toddy's here for 10 more years. Crony's here for some time. Joe's here.
Yep.
We got a lot of people that are gonna be here. So the comfortability. My teammates will be here, but then also team that drafted me. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of I got a different love for them than I have for anybody else right now.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so you said when you were younger, you were a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, it was. Bogey, you, DP.
That's crazy.
Big Poppy. They're all them.
So who was your favorite player?
DP. Dustin Pedroia was my guy because he was just a little grinder, and I was small in high school, so I kind of related to him. And he didn't care. I heard he used to show up to the field and put his jersey on at like 12. And then
I've experienced it, so I know exactly. I remember you know
Vic, right? Our hitting coach.
What?
He's the man.
He was my first coach.
That's
my first hitting coach. Yeah.
So he tells us all the stories.
Oh man, so yeah, Petey Petey would get going, man. He's got fire in him, and so yes, he would get to the field really early. He wouldn't put his jersey on that early. He would get to the field early, take care of all his business. But then right after BP, it's 5:00.
Mm-hmm.
He's unied up, ready to go, walking around, and he always said he would get ready just in case they started the game early.
Started early,
just in case they started early, and so that was I really appreciate all that he did. Our lockers were pretty close, and I just remember I don't remember a day that he didn't have fire in him.
Crazy,
and it was amazing to see someone be like that, and and especially in Boston, I guess he belonged in Boston, because that he was primed and ready for that. And in Boston, man, the media and all,
dude.
You know what I'm saying? All these things can knock you down, but his fire really just pushed him past all that. And it's really kind of sad, kind of how what kind of happened. And I know it was an accident and all this stuff with his knee, but he still has some, but it is what it is. I mean, I think Petey is one of the best players I've ever played with.
Yeah, I wish he didn't get shortened. I wish he had another 3 years.
Yeah,
instead of the way it ended. But
it kind of is what it is. I mean, it's the part of life that you can't do. So, do you have a relationship with him?
No, I've never actually met him. But
so is that what they call him on the street, DP?
That's what I like to call him.
Oh, that's what you call him. Okay, I thought you were saying a nickname that was your homeboy, so I wasn't sure.
Never met him. Need to, but no, Nick Punto is one of our bench coaches.
Okay. Yeah.
He
was there.
knows him, and then obviously Vic.
Yep.
Vic knows him. So
did you go to games?
Every time you guys played in Baltimore, I was there.
So do you have any memories of something Big Poppy did or anything of that nature that kind of helped shape you into who you are now?
Big Poppy hit me a ball in BP one time.
Oh wow, okay.
Just didn't move. I was sitting here. My dad was right next to me, and then it was coming I remember it so vividly, coming right in my face. My dad caught it, so that kind of got me on his train. But when I was younger, I can't remember who hit a homer. Somebody hit a homer in the playoffs, and I was 4 years old, and I started clapping. I had no idea what was going on. And my dad would tell me all the time that I had to be a Red Sox fan. So
he was a Red Sox fan?
Yeah.
And is he from Boston or anything?
He's from New York.
Okay.
And his whole family is either Mets or Yankee fans.
Okay.
And he's the outlier. He's the outlier in there with the Red Sox, which I like. So I figured I'd roll with him.
Nice. Okay. And so, all right. Did you want to be a Red Sox? I wouldn't
have minded.
The draft?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
At that point in time, before the draft, yeah. Right now, though, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd stay right here.
So, I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place. Why did you stop soccer?
For me, I was not the best at soccer. I could shoot. Like, I can shoot.
Okay.
I can't dribble. I could pass and shoot. That was all I could do. And then the running, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of running. It's a lot of running.
I think running in baseball is a lot, like sprinting.
Hey, wait till you get 30 and you go out there to play center field. Man. You can be like, man, this is too much running.
We like the short.
So tell me about your switch from short to outfield. Like, how has it been? Is it like, what's hard about the outfield that you haven't learned about yet? That you didn't know, should I say?
I would say the line drives are the hardest thing about the outfield. That's pretty much it. I mean, I think my first time playing outfield, you hit me a liner last year, spring training, and I was
really?
I dove and stuck in the ground. It's the first at bat spring training, but it's just the line drives. That's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty fun.
Everything you enjoy it. You enjoy going to get it.
Yeah, and didn't you play second before you moved to the outfield?
I played second base. All through the minors.
Right. Same thing.
And then I think I want to say I started playing center in Double A. Like this was a month before I got called up to the big leagues, and I played center, and then I moved to right, and I played center and right.
Yeah.
When I first got called up, and I remember learning the outfield. The hardest thing for me was like really tracking the ball, like running and keeping my head steady. I had never done it. You know what I'm saying? And so there was many times I was, especially in BP, like, you had a shag in BP. Like I was running, going after these balls in the gap and just clanking it,
Yeah.
And, I had to learn how to do it. And then throwing was because I was playing second.
Yeah.
So I really had to learn how to throw from the outfield because,
I'm pretty sure you got that down, bro.
Yeah, I figured out how to throw, but that switch going out there, there's different techniques and some things that you got to learn. But overall, if you're an infielder going to the outfield, your initial reactions and all this stuff, it should get you by.
It translates. I think it translates easy. I think center too. Like center is the easiest out of the three.
Yeah, center's the easiest out of the three for sure.
I think running as a kid. Every BP I ever was at, I would go to the outfield and just run around and try to catch balls.
For sure.
So I think like the tracking and stuff, I kind of just had it naturally.
Oh, okay.
But I do feel that like when that thing's hitting the gap and you're playing in San Fran and the wind's going like this, like you got to really get lucky, hope it don't cut on you.
Or something. Yeah. So did you when you first they asked you to go to the outfield, right? I remember when they asked me to go to the outfield, I'm like, man, like, I'm balling. What do you want me to go to the outfield
that's
for?
What I'm saying.
Usually when you get moved off your position, that's like step one of, you get not that you're gonna get released right then and there, but like that's step one of something not good is going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, they want me to go to the outfield, like, golly. So what was what did they?
I think our team was just like, I knew it. Because we had Bogey, we had Kim, we had Kimmy last year.
Yeah,
he's one of the best defenders I've ever seen. Then you have Jacob too. Crony is one of the most unreal defenders I've seen. So for me, I knew it was pretty stuck. And when they said like, "Hey, can you play here? Can you play there?" It was like a week left in Double A. So I played left like 2 games. And that was it. But for me, I was like kind of excited. I was like, if they didn't ask me to move, I was probably getting traded.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So asking me to move was like, all right, you can play here, you just got to hit. I think playing the outfield is way easier than hitting and playing the infield.
Yeah, I would say so. It's just less. It's just less. It's just a lot less. And now I do catch myself, in the infield, like you're constantly moving. And now my day is completely different playing the infield.
Completely
different playing the infield. Like I remember in the outfield, bro, I would get to the field, go do a couple ground balls, like my little side work for my hands, and then that was really all I did for the day. It was just you just go hit. You know what I'm saying? You just go hit. And now it's like I have to get there at least an hour earlier, and then I have to like really prepare my body. I'm working out way more, and not necessarily like trying to get stronger. And I am trying to get stronger, X, Y, Z, but just to get my body ready. Every day, because going to take ground balls, you can't. For me, like you can't dog going to take ground balls like that. every rep has to be perfect. Because the game,
fast.
It comes so fast, bro.
Fast.
And so, that's one thing that I probably does take weigh on you a little bit hitting.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's like that drive too. We talk about like that transition, like infield, you're right there, and then you're right there.
Yep.
It's like you don't got that time. Now outfield and center, like I got a nice little stroll in.
Yep.
I can kind of take the defense out,
Yep.
put the offense in, and we're good.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that it's kind of the same relationship with that.
Yeah, same thing. So I got a couple things before we finish up, bro. We are 10 years apart. Like I said, you're 22. I'm 32. So do you identify as like Gen Z? Like, do you?
I got no idea.
Yeah, I don't really know how that really works either. I think I fall into the millennial category.
I think so too.
And I think you fall into the Gen Z category.
I think that's right. My brother's, he's 34.
Oh, so he's on my squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that made it easier for me coming up was my brother's 12 years older than me. So all my teammates are pretty much the same way, same age. And like my brother has 2 kids.
Yep. I got 2 kids, yeah.
Right? Like it's kind of the same way, so it's easy
Your
for me to
brother seems
have.
like a great guy.
He's a man. He's a man, dude.
I want to meet him one day.
Yeah, he's the best.
All right. So I want to give you a couple things that I have in my generation that I want to see if you know, and then I'll see if I know a couple of these things of your generation since we're so far apart. So do you know how you got internet in the 90s? Do you know how it turned on or anything? You know nothing about it.
Dude.
So I can answer that. Dial up AOL was internet, and that was the time where you had to turn on your computer, and to get the internet it took like 10 minutes, bro. Like you had to turn it on, and you can go shower and everything before it was ready to go. And if someone called the house phone, if someone called it, internet cut off.
Oh, reset it.
And your mom was coming in there, and you was getting a whooping. You was getting a whooping because look, you messed up her internet.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I see.
If you, you couldn't do that unless it was one of her homegirls, which she would say, "Hey, look, don't call me. I'm about to get on internet." That's how it had to work. So
that's crazy because now it's like the opposite. If my mom interrupt my internet while I was playing video games in high school, I'm going after her.
Oh yes,
I'm gonna find her.
All right. So what about this? You definitely got to know this. What was a popular snack where you dunked cookies in funfetti?
Dunkaroos, bro.
Dunkaroos. Okay.
They're still good. You don't find them. I see them in like I think Boston has them. The older clubhouses.
Oh yeah. Boston
them.
Seemed like it would have something like that.
But the newer ones, like the newer clubhouses, I don't see them anywhere.
Nah, Dunkaroos are like they really the thing of the past. You know,
I had those as a kid though. Like they were.
Okay.
They fell into my generation too.
That's because your brother was there. That's why.
Well, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Shout out to bro. What's your brother's name?
Josh.
Shout out to Josh, bro. Okay, so if you call someone an NPC, what does that mean?
An NPC. I've heard that before. I don't know what the initials stand for. Like
so
normal person.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what an NPC is.
I think it's like normal person.
Normal person.
Normal person something.
Someone who doesn't think for themselves. But what does NPC think for? Like stand for? Can we get that? A non-playable character. I don't know what. Okay.
It's like in a video game. Like if you play Call of Duty.
Okay. Yeah.
And like there's like the narrator.
Oh.
He's an NPC.
That's an NPC. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I know you don't know this one. What would someone use *6-7 for when making a phone call? You don't even know what *6-7 is. Oh, you know.
Yeah, it's the higher,
okay.
Everybody knows that one.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that one.
I figured people don't make
everybody knows that
prank calls anymore.
You come on, dude. I feel like
people don't have house phones anymore.
That's true, but you can use like.
I guess people do use cell phone. I feel like
7th, 8th grade, people would like prank call at a pizza place.
Yeah,
and try and get some.
You just prank call anybody, bro. I remember. Shout out to prank calls.
Right?
You know, people don't even do prank calls anymore.
Not on us, but like, I think they're hilarious.
They are
hilarious. If you can get away, with it.
Okay, what about this? What popular internet group is the Rizzler often featured on? I don't know what the Rizzler is. You know what the Rizzler is?
I would say maybe TikTok or something. I don't know.
You know what the Rizzler is?
Rizzler? I feel like he's this little kid, I can't describe him that well. He's a little kid though. He's a kid.
He's a kid.
It's a kid. Yeah, it's a kid and his dad. I think.
Oh,
I think it's a kid, and then he has his dad that runs it. But it might be on TikTok or Instagram or something.
Okay, so what is Costco guys?
What is that?
In their group is the Rizzler often featured on? I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what the Rizzler is. So the Rizzler, man, we just gonna skip it because I don't know. Okay, so what about this? What popular media format would you rent from Blockbuster in the 90s? What media format?
What is it? VCR? DVR? VCR?
I feel like it was VHS.
Oh, VHS. Yes, VHS. The big rectangle.
Yeah, the rectangles.
So I used to have those as a kid too.
You had a VHS?
Yes, we had a Blockbuster right down the road. It was the big big box kinda, and then you put the little tape in it.
Yeah. So did you ever go get video games from Blockbuster? Because they had, after a while they started selling video games.
But I think I did one time as a kid, and then I just I either broke or lost a disc or something.
So you had to
My
pay.
mom was like, "Nah, you ain't renting no video games."
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. I remember you could go rent the whole console and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was when the world was a little more trustworthy because you would bring it back. Now, if you rent a console, it is not coming back.
Nope,
0% chance.
Gone.
Okay, so last one. Who won the World Series in 2003? The year you were born. Yep.
Wait, no.
No, that was 2004.
No, it was 2004. Cardinals, maybe?
Was it? No, Cardinals was 11. It could have been.
No, it was the Marlins. The Marlins beat the Yankees.
Marlins beat the Yankees in 2003. I don't know anything about baseball, so I did not know this. So 2003 was the Marlins. Do we have? Yep, Florida Marlins. There it is. So
Florida
that means
Marlins.
Was that Miggy?
It was Miggy, yeah.
And
Miggy was there. I think Gary Sheffield was there.
Gary Sheffield was there.
I just remember watching the Jeter doc.
Oh, okay, and it was on there.
It was in there, yeah.
It was in there. Okay.
I can't remember too much who was on there.
As a whole, but I'm going to get to these fan questions now. We're going to switch gears and get to the fan questions. The chat, they talking to me.
Oh, the chat's in there?
The chat, yeah, they talking to me. They think you got an old soul about you. They got you an old soul. You know what that means?
Kind of like I can imagine it. I can't really say it though.
So you don't know what it means?
An old soul, like we were talking about these '90s questions.
Yeah.
Like that's my kind of soul.
Yeah, there you go. Like you're wise amongst your years.
I feel that, yeah. But you go live on your own at 18. You gotta grow up.
You have to grow up.
You gotta grow up.
People miss, and they don't really get it. Like you were living with your mama a month, before you got drafted. I mean, right when you got drafted, a couple weeks later, you gone,
and you don't come back. Like it's not like you're going back for the years.
No,
yeah, you're going for a month and then you're back out here.
Yep.
So
and you go and you have no idea anybody.
Nope. I got lucky though. James Wood.
Okay.
I played with him when I was 13 and 14, and we both went first, second round, roommates in football until he got traded.
Yeah. So that definitely helped.
That helped for sure. Yeah.
From my experience, I went and I had nobody. There was guys speaking Spanish. I ain't even heard Spanish before.
You walk in the clubhouse, Spanish music blasting.
I'm getting in there. Like, I will never forget, man, like, just where I was from, like, just after the game, like, y'all shower? What you mean?
100%.
I shower when I get back to the house.
Is that what you used to do?
Man, what?
So James and I used to do the same thing. We were like, nah,
I'm not showering.
I'm not showering with y'all.
Nah,
we had a little team meeting in the AZO. Brought the whole team in the dugout. Our coach was like, hey, you gotta be a professional. You guys gotta shower and all this. Everybody gets up. I look at James. He looks at me. He goes, that was totally about us.
Yeah.
It was just us. Everybody else showered.
I remember I did not shower the first time, and then they were like, man, you gotta shower. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, cool. I went and got swimming trunks. And I got in there and it was in swimming trunks. I'm like, I'm not getting in the shower. Like, y'all are tripping.
You been to Cooperstown?
Yeah, I have.
As a kid?
Yeah.
And you would go in the shower in swimming trunks?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. And it took them finding me before I actually showered because I was like, man, it was just complete culture shock for me.
So
you know what I'm saying? And so all right. So anyways.
I would say I'm an old soul though. I don't really like to go on my phone too much.
Okay.
Besides like important stuff I gotta like do.
Yeah.
But like otherwise than that, I like kind of staying off my phone, hanging out with people.
Yeah, you like being in the moment.
Yeah.
That's considered old. So I got a couple questions. All right. Do you think cats make better pets than dogs?
They're easier pet than a dog. Yes, but they're not a better pet.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think definitely easier.
You know, a cat, you throw a litter box out, you raise it for the first like year, and then they're on their own. You know, they don't even like hanging out with you after that. But dogs are like, they're by your side. You know,
you
they
got a
want
dog?
to be. I want one, but I can't right now.
It's hard, bro. You're traveling and moving around.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have time for a dog.
I would never put that on my girl either. It's like, here's the dog. I'm gonna go on the road. Like I can never do that to her.
Yep,
so.
and she don't want that.
No,
you know, she didn't sign up for
it's
a
like
dog.
having a kid. Like
I
can't have a kid yet. Like
I remember I remember getting a dog. I'm like, you know what, I want a dog. And my wife was super supportive. She was like, okay, let's do it. And I think she knew the whole time we didn't need the dog, but I think I was so adamant about getting it. And so, man, we had that dog we had Leo for about maybe till he was, I don't even know if he made it to 1. Maybe.
You gave him back?
I gave him to my mom.
Oh, okay.
I had to give him to my mom because it was just I was traveling too much, and she's like, I don't want to keep. And we were living in an apartment, so now we had to go. She had to go down 12 flights, go out, and we're in Boston, so it's 32 degrees outside. She's like, I'm not gonna keep walking this dog. And so, and after the game, I would have to go to. I'm tired. Go up 12 flights of elevator, get the dog, come back down, walk around, take him out. I just got out of the 32 degree weather, and now I'm about to go back into it. Bunch of other stuff. So
you imagine, I don't know if it was game 4 World Series in 18, but like 18 innings. You imagine an 18 inning game, you got to go home and walk your dog.
After the game? Come on, bro.
I ain't on that.
I'm not walking the dog.
I ain't on that. Sorry, you got to hold it.
Exactly. Okay. How often do you hear what fans are saying in the outfield to you?
Come on, you hear it.
You hear it the whole time.
You hear it. But
have you heard anything that's creative yet?
They're all like little league roasts, you know? Like you drive a Prius, your shoes untied.
Whatever.
I say San Fran got some mean people out there though.
San Fran
they don't
have mean people out there, bro.
People say Wrigley and Yankee Stadium is bad, bro. San Fran is like,
well, that could be because the rivalry, because Yankee Stadium is bad.
I feel like Red Sox.
From my perspective, Yankee Stadium is probably.
Dude, San Fran is mean though.
San Fran,
they get in on you.
Yeah, both of them, both those guys, they're probably neck and neck.
Yeah, but nobody said any like crazy stuff to me.
Well, you hadn't been around long enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yet, so
I don't got.
You get around and you're in center, so center is a little further away.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in right
and left,
or left, they're right behind you, so they let you have it.
Same thing.
And but when you hear something creative, I want to hear about it, bro.
All right.
Okay, so.
Oh wait.
You heard something?
I got cursed. So I heard you play golf.
I do.
Actually, in high school, my gym coach, I can't remember his last name. We just called him Coach P.
Coach P.
But his son played golf with you one time, I think. And I saw a video of you driving, smacking it.
That was.
But San Fran.
Yep.
This dude, you seen this dude Trev Chirps on Instagram? He's a Giants fan. He just like is out there, and he chirped me. He was like, "I bet you always 3-putt in golf." So the whole first month this off season, I 3-putted or more every single green, and I never 3-putt. Putting is the strongest part of my game, and I 3-putt it every time.
He put it on you?
He put it on me. It was bad.
So that's the worst thing you've heard, then.
Yeah, okay. I got the thing in golf because of that guy.
Okay, so is it hard for you not to react? Oh, I guess if you're only hearing little league stuff, then
it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
But I feel like even if it wasn't little league stuff, it wouldn't be too bad. I've heard like stuff from left field get said to pro last year.
Oh, really?
And like for me, it was like it's rude, but at the same time, you know, they're out there, we're in here.
Yeah,
like
it is what it is.
They don't understand.
Yeah,
they don't get it.
Exactly. Okay, so what was your welcome moment to the league, to the big leagues? What do you feel like it was?
Flying to Korea for a debut.
Oh yeah,
like that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was like I didn't expect to go to Korea for my debut. I expected to like get called up or something.
Yeah,
play at home. But Korea was crazy. It was like a welcome because the treatment.
Yeah,
treatment there.
Did you enjoy it? You enjoyed it?
It was unbelievable. Yeah.
Awesome.
I never been out of the country before that.
Oh wow.
So, like,
okay.
That was super cool to kind of get welcomed that way.
Nice. Okay. All right. I got one more. Would you ever do the home run derby?
I would, yeah, but there's no way I would be good at it. Like,
do you hit home runs in BP?
I try not to.
Okay.
I'm a line drive
so
guy
you
in
can.
BP.
It's easy for you.
I think if I was trying to and had a good BP thrower, yeah. But like
you should do it.
But I watched Toddy hit his BPs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing the home run derby. Like, that guy's doing this.
He's not either. He's not doing the home run derby.
I want him to.
Everybody in the home run derby is doing that. So
yeah. But like Teoscar, he's got the same swing every swing.
Yeah.
Like last year, I was watching on the side, same swing every swing. It's incredible. Because I'll be in BP and I'll like swing one. I'll be like,
yep.
Roll over.
Yep.
He is the same motion every time.
Every
like
single time.
swing
bro.
every time.
That's you'll get there, bro. You're only 22. You know,
Yeah.
Teo's the same age as me. We're 32, so we've been doing it for a long time.
Got some time.
You got some time. So, all right, bro. I mean, we got a game today, so.
Yeah, we got to drive too.
I know we got to drive. Yeah, it's going to take us a little minute to get there. But thanks for coming on, man. I'm glad I got to really know you. You know, I just know this young kid coming up, and everybody says he's really good, and boom, boom, boom. And then you are really good. And then getting to really see how you develop and see the player you're becoming, bro, is super dope. It's super awesome. And I'm glad I'm going to have a front row seat for pretty much your whole career. You know what I'm saying? And so
I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate us playing too. Like that Dodgers-Padres series, I say it all the time, it's just not a baseball game, but like that makes you play better.
It does.
Makes you a better player too. It makes you really hone in.
It makes you a better player all the time. Like you have to come and play a clean, complete game. And once you learn to do that all the time, not that you don't, but once you learn to do that all the time and get to that mental space of playing a clean, complete game, every game, no matter if it's us or the Pirates or the Reds or anybody, you know what I'm saying, the Giants, anybody, like that's when you'll get that understanding of the approach that you're talking about, and the game will get more clearer to you. You know what I'm saying?
Like DP Pedroia, he told me, he said it doesn't matter what you got that day, it's about getting in the box, going after it, trying to beat somebody with what you do have. Just realizing that, not worrying about what you did in the cage, you're not feeling good.
And it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to separate them. No, you're not. So, all right, brother. Well, thank you again, man. And anything you got to say to Padre fans, bro? You know,
appreciate everybody, but keep watching us. It's a lot of fun.
You guys are lucky you get to get this guy, man. He's a great dude. He's a humble dude, and he's gonna do a lot for you guys. So
I learn a lot from watching. So it's nice to kind of meet people that I've watched all my life.
Of course,
I appreciate it.
All right, guys. We will catch you next time on Base Live.